Members of Parliament have come out strongly today supporting Igembe South Member of Parliament Mithika Linturi's petition to the National Assembly for the removal of the chairperson and members of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission.
We are not after our salaries. More so, Mheshimiwa Linturi is raising fundamental breach of the Constitution.
They have contravened the law left, right and center, and for that purpose they should be removed from that point, so that they have competent people who can do evaluation of our work and other agencies of government and set the salaries.
The parliamentarians argued that the salaries team breached the constitution by structurally and fundamentally distorting the salaries of state officers.
Any commission that will break the fundamental principles in the constitution, it is the business of this house to uphold and to do the correction.
Where on earth, even in rogue democracies, does an entity use a delegated legislation to repeal the provisions of an act of parliament?
Linturi in his argument stated that the commission disregarded the principle of transparency and fairness and discriminated against members of the National Assembly, governors and county representatives.
No single institution can be humiliated and fired for a soaring wage bill, Mr. Speaker. That is a violation of human rights. This must be approached holistically.
Linturi argues that the commission interpreted the constitution review contemplated by Article 230(4)(a) to mean reduction and downgrading instead of enhancing the salaries of state officers.
Mr. Speaker, as we stand here today and a commission wants to punish us, wants to punish the members of this house for being a large house, Mr. Speaker, is completely unacceptable.
The lawmakers accuse the salary stream of treating members of the National Assembly in a disregarding and discriminatory manner, contrary to Article 27 and 29 of the Constitution. Further, they accuse the chairperson and members of the Commission of turning public opinion against members of Parliament through creating a negative perception of them. The petition will be handled by the yet-to-be-constituted Justice and Legal Affairs Committee that will determine whether the Commission breached the law or not. Meanwhile, the case filed by activist Okiya Omtatah of the MP's Peira was heard this morning, with High Court Judge Justice David Majanja observing that the petition raised fundamental issues. Omtatah wants the 5 million shillings car grant reversed and any negotiations for benefits and salaries made public. He further says that the Kenya Gazette on salaries applies to all state officers and MPs cannot claim that they were discriminated. Justice Majanja ordered the respondents to reply in 14 days, with a reply from the petitioners expected 7 days after the response. The case will be heard on May 24th, when the hearing date will be set. For JSO at 7, I'm SHEM OLUCHIRI.